I thought benching RG3 was a no-brainer. What's your take?
This is a second benching. You know, you talk about a guy that's regressed. You talk about a guy that's not ready to play the position at an elite level. He's taking a step back, and if you want to get rid of him, I know they have an option on him at the end of the year. I'm sure they're not going to pick it up, you know, let him play his contract out. But you put him on the bench in case you have it's a trade market for him. You don't want him to get hurt, then you get stuck with him.
London?
You know, I disagree. I think it was a bad decision to bench him, and reason being because they sit 3-8. They're not going to make the playoffs. Whether they go 8-8, they're still eliminated from the playoff contention. Why not see what you have in him? See if you can develop, because you still have him under contract for guaranteed money next season. Colt McCoy, you say he's not your long-term answer. Why not see if you can develop this guy? You destroyed his confidence a week ago against San Francisco by what you did to him in public, in the media.
Well, he destroyed the team because he split him with divisive statements. But also, if he gets hurt, it's no trade market for him. You gave up a lot for him. You can possibly give a third or fourth round pick for him. So if he gets injured, then you can't use him as trade bait. So it's better to play the season out. We're not going anywhere. We can put him up, see if we can get rid of him, because we know he's not the future of our franchise. You can tell by what the head coach, you know, listen, the head coach can't make a decision without the owner.
Yeah, no, the owner had to get on board on that.
So you know he's on board. RG3, you know, because of his injuries, hasn't been able to develop as a quarterback, as a pocket quarterback, and he can't rely on all his athleticism, and he's taking a step back. Like Cam Newton and Colin Kaepernick, he doesn't have the body to take the pounding while he's learning on the fly.
Right, but as a young quarterback, you know, the injuries have taken a toll on him, and you talk about trying to develop him as a pocket passer. Still implement some of the things that he does well, the zone read, some of that stuff. Roll him out a little bit, but you don't get better by sitting on the bench at the quarterback position, not at this stage in his career as a 3-year quarterback.
Well, at this point, I don't think they care if he gets better, because they know he's not the quarterback of the future.
That's right.
So would you give up a third-round pick for him?
I'll give up a fourth rounder. I think it's a lot of teams that'll take a flyer. I think the Texans will take a flyer on. I think possibly Cleveland, you know, because they don't have their situation to be a backup quarterback, maybe the Johnny Manziel. And it's a couple of places that can use a quarterback.
How about St. Louis?
Yeah, St. Louis. How funny is that? You know, get everything for them and get them at the same time.
But it's interesting. I'm listening to your word choice. I mean, you're talking about third, fourth round pick. I agree with Bart here.
Look who he's
this
playing
guy
with
can't
today.
play.
But my thing is, you're a 3-8 ball club right now. You tell your team, you worry about losing the locker room, you tell your team, hey, we're going to see what Robert can be moving forward. We understand we may not win another ball game, but we need to see for the future, is he our guy? Just understand that. You get that message across in the locker room, and they'll be okay with that. We're talking about getting a fourth-round pick for a guy you gave up 3 first-rounders for in the second round?
Yeah, sometimes you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You got to cut your losses. And I think you know and they know what they have.
That's right.
You've seen him in practice. You know what he's capable of. You know him in the locker room. You know how he rubs everybody. Some people in that locker room the wrong way. It's time to move forward. Listen, this coach has nothing invested in him. This coach wasn't responsible for that. So he wants to start off new, fresh. He has the weapons on the outside. He has a strong running game. Build around that. Go out, get you a Mariota, get you somebody else. Go ahead and tank.
Bart, what's your